Hi everyone, it's Jenna from Jenna's VSG Life. I am 5 weeks out from vertical sleeve gastrectomy, VSG. I had surgery in Dallas, Texas with Dr. Colleen Kennedy at Baylor Hospital, sorry. Not Baylor University. That would be weird. So, how are you guys? I am 5 weeks out. So let's do the numbers. Okay, so my highest weight was 281.5, and day of surgery I was 248.8, and today I weighed in at 226.8. That's a loss this week of 1.2 pounds. And a total since surgery of 22.6 pounds, and a total since my highest, which was actually the very beginning of my journey because I went straight from highest weight into my pre-op diet and everything. So my total weight loss has been 55.2 pounds, which is not too shabby. I'm just gonna say, I'm pretty happy with that. When I say 55.2 pounds, it sounds a lot better to me than 1.2. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of disappointed. And actually, it was just today that I even had that. All week, it's been about 2 weeks now that I've been about 228. And then finally this morning I stepped on the scale and it was 226.8. So I don't know if that's going to stick around for long, or if I'm going to, like yesterday I was 227, and then by the end of I weigh myself twice a day. I know you're probably not supposed to do that, but I do anyway because I'm neurotic and I like to see the difference. So anyway, yesterday when I weighed myself in the morning it was 227, and then by evening it was like 228.6. I don't know how I gained a pound, 0.6 throughout the day, but what if. Yeah, so this morning it was 226.8, and I'm not gonna like be upset about it. I know y'all are all gonna be like, Jenna, oh my goodness, you're still losing or whatever. But I've watched enough videos to know that it's common to have a slow week or whatever, and this is actually pretty good. Like 1.2 is not that bad. I should not be disappointed, and I'm not really disappointed. I'm just like, that's not as exciting as 2.8. I got very used to that like rapid weight loss at the very beginning, and now my body is kind of like, are we having a famine? What's going on? Like, hang on to every bit of fat we got, you know. And so I hope you like my little rendition of what my body is thinking. Anyway, so I know my body is just kind of like, let's tap the brakes here. We got a famine coming on. So I'm not worried about it, but it was nice to see those big numbers the past few weeks. So my nephew and niece they went home and back to Canada. I was really enjoying having them here. I swear, I love those kids so much. Oh, they're so sweet. I love them so much. They're 16 and 17, and they're just so much fun. And they're super sweet and really easy to talk to, and like relatable and stuff for teenagers. I hope my kids are like that when they're 16 and 17. I have this huge fear that my children are going to hate me when they grow up. And then they're going to be like the worst teenagers ever that like hate people in general, especially their parents. So I hope my daughters are like their cousins. So anyway, yes, they went home. I'm on so many tangents today. I'm so sorry. They went home, and this past couple weeks, my parents were here from like the beginning of June, and then my niece and nephew were here, and then this Sunday my brother comes actually for a week. He's coming for business, so he'll be in and out and stuff, but it's been so good to see my family. My family all moved away in the past couple of years from Texas. They moved to like all over the East Coast in Canada, and I just really miss them. I've really missed having like that, you know, support system. Like, it's kind of funny because like I don't think they'd be very excited about my surgery if they knew about it. They don't all know. I don't think they'd be real keen on the idea, but once it's done, I know they would have been like, all right, let's do this and let's see how we can help you, you know. So I miss having that because my in-laws are here, my husband's family is all here, and they don't know, and they probably won't know for a long, long time, if ever. They're not going to be supportive even after I come out of the closet, I guess you could say. They just are not going to be on board with this, and so it was nice to have them here. And my brother's coming on Sunday, and I'm going to tell him when he comes. So let's hope he has a pretty good response. He's really nice too. He's sweet, but he does kind of have the idea that weight loss is all willpower. And it's funny because my family and Rob's family, my husband's family, even though there's a lot of people in our family that are overweight, they all have bought into the idea that everything has to do with your willpower and with your amount of diligence, and has nothing else. There's nothing else that, you know, is a factor. And from my therapy with my psychologist and with the support group, the one thing I have learned is that it is not all about willpower. And I've really been able to like just let go of that guilt and that shame of not being strong enough, because I realize now that's not what it's all about. There are so many factors involved in weight loss. It really drives me nuts to see like body shaming on the internet. Like if there's a picture of someone, I hate that. Like when people take these anonymous pictures of overweight people and post it on the internet for a laugh or as an example of what you shouldn't be, and then everyone feels the freedom to make comments about that person and their lifestyle and their choices and their habits, and they know everything about them clearly. That just really burns me up. I get really, really irritated. And it really irritates me to see this common thought of calories in, calories out. Calories in, calories out. That's all it is. And you'll lose weight. And it's not. I mean, that's the physical component of it, but there are so many other aspects to it, you know, like societal pressures, like in society and how we view. Don't get me started. I could just go on and on. Here's a little tidbit. I don't know if you know this, but so I was talking to my counselor one time about this, and she said, she was talking about willpower and all that stuff, and she said that there is a study. I don't know the study, so please don't ask me to find it for you, because she was telling me about it. I don't know where it is. But there's a study that they did 2 groups of people, or they fed them the same foods that were high calorie, and they had the same amount of exercise and kind of daily living schedules, and one group just statistically grew heavier with that food than the other. And they just did tons of research and studies on it, and they actually narrowed it down to a gene, and it's called the thrifty gene, which I thought was funny. But and it's a gene that evolved over time, or that, you know, the people who had it were able to survive times of great famine, and they held on to every fat reserve they had, and they reproduced, and now we got a bunch of, you know, people who have this thrifty gene, and yet we don't have the lifestyle and the difficulty finding food that we used to. So if you just think about, like, okay, so hundreds of years ago when they needed this thrifty gene, not only did they have to hunt and skin, hunt and skin and clean the animal and then cook it, and, you know, all of these steps to just eat, but they would go days without that food afterwards, you know. And then even like 100 years ago, if you think about it, like we baked our own bread, and every little motion involved in baking bread burned a calorie. So kneading the dough and, you know, I don't know, I'm terrible at explaining this, but like now we just buy a loaf of bread You know, we don't have to go walk 2 miles to get our water and carry it back in buckets. And we don't have to, you know, slaughter our pigs ourselves, and we don't have to like plant the corn and plant the, you know, I mean, you can if you have your own garden, if that's what you want to do, but we can just drive to the grocery store, pick it up, put it in our basket, and drive it home, and it's not as labor intensive, and so you're not burning those calories just walking and grinding and you know, kneading and all these little things that burn tons and tons of calories. So I'm not saying that it's not a matter of just being diligent, but I'm just saying there's so many factors that go into it, and that's been so helpful for me to realize through my counseling. I just thought that was so interesting, you know, like just think about how many calories they must burn just like having to walk to get your water, and then to make your own bread and to churn your butter. Oh my gosh, Lord have mercy. So anyway, that was something. Oh my Lord, that was a long talk. I'm so sorry. I might have to save some of this for another time. I don't know how I am on so many tangents. What is going on today? Dude, I'm so sorry. Okay, so my brother's coming again. I'm telling you for like probably the 4th time. He's coming. I'm going to talk to him about it. Hopefully he'll have a good response. We'll see how he feels. I'll let you know next week, because actually, if you want, I can even do a video with my brother. Let's see how he feels about it. Oh, I don't know if he'll do it. And I don't know if I want him watching all my videos. Anyway, I've also started working out more this week. I worked out yesterday and the day before. I did the elliptical again. Feeling great on the elliptical. No problems whatsoever. No numbness, nothing. And then yesterday I did Zumba. I have done Zumba 5 times now, and I'm not a fan. I don't understand why it's so popular. I'm just so uncoordinated, I guess. Like, I cannot keep up with those ladies and few gentlemen. So my friend Sam swears by Zumba. She thinks it's the best thing ever. She loves it, and so I keep trying it, hoping I'll be a convert, but not so far. So anyway, I should probably wrap it up because this is a long video. It's like 13 minutes. And just say that I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate all the love. Thank you for all the tips you give me. I love hearing your advice. I have looked into cooking stuff that y'all told me about, cooking classes and stuff, and I still haven't found any in Dallas. Excuse me. I live a little north of Dallas, so I haven't found that much. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll find something. So that's about it for today. I will talk to you about all the other stuff that I had planned on talking about another time, because I just chatted the whole thing away. So y'all have a good day, week. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.